Hey, welcome back everybody. And today makes day 32 for me with P90X. And as you can see in today's title, what I want to talk about to you guys about is the importance of appreciating the small successes. The importance of appreciating the small successes. And if there's anything I can say about that, I know from my past and from having tried to, lose weight in the past or do a very particular diet plan, I remember finding myself several times that if I didn't get results in a very short period of time, maybe like within a week, drastic results, right? Like I saw rippedness or definition in my muscles, then I remember, kind of really getting discouraged, because I would put in the time, I would put in the money, and the foods were very strict. So I'm like, man, I better get what I'm paying for, you know, and, I remember just as I had those moments and those phases where I would have this period of time where I'm focusing on a particular meal plan and working out, that I quit. I would do it for a period of time and I stopped. And if there's anything I can say about meal plans in particular, listen, if you're going to do a diet, if you're going to change the way you eat, then you need to find a diet that you like. It needs to be something where you actually enjoy the foods, you enjoy the process of learning, maybe how to cook some meals for yourself. It needs to be realistic. And I can definitely say for myself right now, I'm doing keto. I love it. I actually really love it. Compared to the things that I've done in the past, it's been amazing. So I'm investing the time, right? Like I'm finding time to actually learn about keto, understand the science behind keto, how to cook different keto meals. Like I really look forward to my journey with actually making it a lifestyle. So if there's anything I can say about a diet, definitely make sure that you're trying to use one that you actually like. But if there's anything else I can also say about dieting or getting to a particular look, also remember that your ultimate goal, whatever that is, if you're at a place right now where you're needing to lose a lot of weight, I'm just using this as an example, and you're trying to get to a bodybuilding type look, then you may need to consider small goals in between to getting to that ultimate goal. In other words, the way you may eat in your first small goal may not be the same as you eat in your second small goal that adds up to your long-term goal. Okay, so just be thinking about that as you're doing, different workout programs and trying to work towards different goals. That's exactly what I did with Insanity, right? Like I ate a certain way, but it wasn't how I planned or intended to eat for the long term. I just used that process to get me to a certain point, so then I can change it up to where I'm ultimately building up to where I want to go in terms of my long-term goal. So I know I kind of say all of that in the beginning, but I actually think that actually connects to the title of this video because, again, like the first phase for myself where I was actually focusing on sanity, I wanted to lose weight, right? But now I'm at a point where I want to build muscle, right? But in between, on the first phase, I had to consistently work, right? I lost 43 pounds, but I had to appreciate the things that I was doing every single day that added up to me eventually losing 43 pounds. So in this video, I actually want to just talk about 4 things that you need to appreciate that are small as you get to your ultimate goal. So the very first one, I actually already said it, but I'm going to actually expound on it now. And the very first thing that you need to appreciate, which is a small success that leads to your ultimate goal, is just completing one workout at a time. Right? Like, let's think about it. We have a busy schedule. We can work, we may have family, kids, we have different responsibilities, different things that try to, take our time during the day. So when you actually make the time to actually complete a workout, that's huge. You have just carved out a piece of time in your day to actually complete the workout that's going to build momentum for yourself. So that it may seem small, it may be something that we can easily overlook, but that is not nothing to overlook because it compounds, right? It's the compound effect. It builds up. It's the snowball effect. So every single day you complete a workout, you need to be proud of yourself because it's just going to get you that much closer to your end goal. All right. And the second thing is something that connects with the first one, and that's completing 1 week at a time. Right? Like you may do 1 week of Insanity, you may do 1 week of P90X or something else from Beachbody, and you may say, "Oh my gosh!" Like I'm just using this as an example because I know I've done it before. Like, all right, so I did 1 week of Insanity, but I just lost a few pounds. Like I don't look very different than I did from the beginning. So, like it can be very easy to get discouraged because you're not getting there as fast as you think you need to. But let me tell you something, and this is something that I actually did recently, and I found it to be powerful. Listen, I have been taking pictures of myself every single Sunday of my front, my side, and my back. And I have a series of photos now from before I started Insanity to where I am now with P90X, and it's about to be 19 weeks now. Looking at those photos side by side in a row like that, it's mind blowing. It's absolutely mind blowing. Just to step back and to look at the progress that I've made throughout this time, I'm like, wow, that is absolutely motivating. So if that is something that you're not doing, I definitely recommend that you take pictures of yourself every week for your own sake, because it's going to give you a scope of how your body looks throughout different weight ranges. And you may find at different points in your life, like, I want to stick in the 170s, or I want to stick in the 160s or 180s. Your goals may change over time. But if you don't have a record of how your body performs at different points and times of your life because you didn't take any pictures, then you're going to have to do more work down the road. So I definitely encourage that you do that if you haven't started doing that already. But going back to the importance of valuing doing 1 week at a time with your workouts, listen. Something else that I found to be very encouraging for me, especially when I was doing Insanity, is that I found that as long as I looked at how I looked different from the very previous week, I got encouraged. Like I saw a difference from the before to after the end of week 1. Then I looked at the end of week 1 and then at the end of week 2. Then the end of week 2, then the end of week 3. And then at some point I started looking at the end of week 4 and then the end of week 1, or before I even started. And I saw these differences. And that was encouraging me. So try to always look at the small things that's adding up to your ultimate goal. Because I'm telling you, as you build that momentum and you see it piece by piece, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm ready to do this. I'm pumped. I want to keep going. So again, you guys, value the fact that you are completing one workout at a time and 1 week at a time. And I got two more things I'm going to mention here, and I'm going to wrap up. But the third one I had was losing 1 to 2 pounds. Hey, listen, all of our bodies are different. We all have different strategies and different routes that we take to get to our goal. And however much weight we lose, if we're trying to lose weight, there can be different reasons for that. So it's different for everybody. But regardless, if you're losing and that's your goal, you're trying to lose weight, it takes 1 pound at a time anyway, right? If you don't lose 1 pound, you can't lose 2, you can't lose 3. You got to lose at least 1 to start getting somewhere. So every pound counts, right? Just be proud. One week I lost 1 pound when I was doing Insanity. Man, I went a whole week and I lost 1 pound. I was like, what? Like, and that motivated me. I won't lie. It definitely encouraged me to work harder the next week. But it added up, right? Like I had lost more weight the previous week. I had lost 5 pounds the previous week, and I lost 1 pound that week that I was looking into. But that was 6 pounds. That was 1 pound higher than I had lost the previous week if you add it all up together. So every single pound counts. Value every little thing that you're doing, because at the end, hey, it's going to equal to where you want to be. And last but not least, you guys, what I have is value the small changes on your body. Listen, you may be trying to get abs. You may be trying to lose, the fat on your side, your arms, your neck. I know that was one I was definitely looking at. I was like, man, I'm ready to lose this neck fat. I just got to go. And I can say when I was going through Insanity, I definitely, was looking at that, and it's like, man, it encouraged me, right? I was like, I'm gonna get it, and that's the right mindset to have, right? You want to stay encouraged, you want to stay motivated, fired up to get to where you want to be. But even if I didn't see the change or the fat slimming down on my neck, I saw the fat coming off my stomach. I saw the muscles starting to pop out in my biceps. I saw my shoulders starting. That was happening week after week after week. I just started noticing these little things. I'm like, man, like I didn't see that last week. Like I see it coming together. So that's the thing, you guys. This whole process to your goal is a journey. It's not a sprint. It's not a race. It's a journey. And the thing you have to remember as I conclude here is that the small successes lead to the big win. Okay, the small successes lead to the big win. So you guys, I hope that you found value in this video. If you have, definitely give me a thumbs up, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for day 33. Continue to bring it. Peace out.